without these footprints in the snow, I would have just found a different path back. This seemed like an easy way in, but I wanted to overlook the cliff. There, get the snow back off my shoes. Yeah, so critters can easily come up this stuff. If I can walk up it, they're coming up. It's amazing. I can feel all the wind coming off now. There we go. Yeah, it's just coming towards me now, hitting me in the face. So the microphone's probably getting buffeted. And yeah, I think there is zero chance at all the snow's gonna let up throughout the whole day. And I'm partially inclined just to camp another day just for fun, but my aspirations of videography have been squashed. That was the main reason I came up here. So many plans ruined. Damn you, snow. Well, this just says it though. Winter is coming. It is not far off. And we're in the 6,000 range elevation, 68, I think. Yeah, it's not much. I thought the snow levels were still up around the 8,000 range, and obviously not. This has several days of snow still on it. So it's been snowing for a while up here. Man. Yeah, this is a cool place. Those of you who have been up here will recognize it. But some of these places, you just kind of keep them as nameless because they get overrun really fast. And I've been blaming social media for a while, ruining a lot of these spots, because just as soon as somebody sees a cool video, they're like, oh man, I'm going there. And you get thousands of people coming just for one little video clip that they saw. And I started to realize, you know, I'm not millions of views, but I'm part of the problem. I'm ruining my own favorite spots by naming all these lakes. And I think Dan and I discussed this a while ago, where especially when we redo a hike, because there's some places where it's just such a blast to be out there, it's worth going again and again. And we realized we don't have to name every location, especially when, you know, you say the name of a place 17 times. People stop watching just because of that, I would think. But we're more into just sharing the beauty of the area. And yes, we want more people to get out there and do this too. You know, enjoy your life, do whatever makes you happy. That's the key. It doesn't matter if it's hiking or watching somebody hike. Just do what makes you happy and live without regrets, because nobody's guaranteed tomorrow. And as long as you fulfill your own desires, your own dreams, I think you can leave this world knowing that you did what you wanted. And so even if I died up here today for whatever reason, I feel very, I don't know, struggling for the words. I feel very satisfied, very confident that I've lived a pretty decent life, and I've done a lot of the adventures that bring me joy. There's a lot more I want to see, and when it comes to family, that's a never ending. I mean, you can't get enough family time. There's no such thing. So there's always something new when it comes to family, and that's why family is always the most important. You put your family first. Unfortunately, like I say, I think I've ruined a lot of this for my family because I like to really go out and adventure. It's not a 1 mile hike. It's 8-10 miles. And then when we get there, I still want to explore. I want to go do things, and it's beyond just going to the location and sitting. I want to go to that location and explore it and really take it all in. And the drone has really helped a lot with that, because I can look at something way up on the mountain, and instead of having to hike 6 miles to get there to look at it, it's a quarter-mile flight. And so I can fly right there, check it out. It's not the same as being there in person, just like the video. I mean, I'm looking at these rocks on video and they look featureless. They're just flat rocks. You don't see how steep they really are. I try to do my best to capture a lot of the stuff, but it's not possible. What your eyes see versus what the camera lens sees is so drastically different. But my goal with these videos has always been for my own memories, and a lot of this stuff just doesn't get captured. The gentle breeze going through the grass covered in snow, that's stuff that you can't capture it. Your memories make it go away. I mean, it's something that just disappears in time. So a lot of the experiences that you have disappear. So that was the fundamentals behind recording as much as possible. Even if it doesn't make video cuts, because the video has to be entertaining still, even for myself. If I'm not entertained by my own video, then I'm not watching it. So I want to make it something that I want to watch is the biggest thing. Dan's been doing a great job editing, and there's some things where I'm like, oh man, he didn't include that. And I'm thinking, a lot of times there's just so much footage that it's nearly impossible to go through everything first to decide what you're keeping and what you're not. And his mode of editing, he's just finding stuff in these clips and making awesome videos out of them. And then he comes across something else that might be related to that, and I forgot, or I didn't find that in time, and so now that's left out. And so I had the mistakes I've made video, and later he found a couple more mistakes that I've made, clips buried in the other footage. And of course he already had cut the video, so the video is done and loaded and on YouTube, and it's in the queue for being released, and it'll probably be released before this video comes out. But it's still a little humorous to me that there's so much footage that you can't possibly go through it all and make what you really want to make. You spend an hour for every 10 minutes of footage, for an edit, and that's just a rough edit. The way I did things was a little bit different than how Dan does it. I would watch the whole thing through and compile it, compress it down, and then go through that and tweak it, and go through that and tweak it. And so I'm continually reducing the length of the video, but I kept it kind of linear, which made it boring. So the way he does it, it's way more entertaining. But I always regret losing some of the footage. And I end up making these hour-long videos because I've got 6 hours of footage, and nobody watches that. Fall colors are on the way out here. The leaves are starting to drop. These are huckleberry bushes. They're always turned blazing red and yellow. Some oranges. You can see some orange down there. I think they give the most dramatic colors. And then the mountain ash, they're awesome. The what's it called? Larch really are stunning. So bright, blazing yellow. You get a combination of all that together, and it makes some really cool areas. Actually, now that I think about it, I was in the enchantments this time, I think it was 2 years ago now. So I was hiking the enchantments, and all the fall colors were just blazing awesome. And I kind of get the feeling it might be a snow hike out there by now. It's so weird how 1 year to the next, but I mean, it's close within a few weeks, but 1 year to the next, it'll start snowing, raining, whatever. I mean, rain is unpredictable, but the snow, you know, it's part of rain, whatever. But it's the temperature drops that are unpredictable. But I guess on the enchantments, it started snowing while we were up there. Because the first night I had snow, no, second night I had snow on my hammock. And one of the hiking party got her ankle injured. And so she wasn't going to be able to do any more core hikes from our location. And they decided, well, instead of just sitting there another day, they would take that day to slowly hike out, which was a good move.